What's up, guys? It's the Swingman here, back with another upload. And guess what? The Christmas decorations are up, so no more mess around here. We got lights, we got cameras, we got action. Before I get started, just want to let you guys know I went out and watched A Star Is Born yesterday. And not only do I do impersonations of major league hitters, but Bradley Cooper. Maybe it's time to make the old ways die. Maybe it's time to make the old ways die. Having a little fun there, guys. I came back last night after the movie. I was like, you know what? I want to learn this song. So I went ahead and learned it on the guitar. If you'd like to see a guitar channel, just hit me up on, the guitarman _ on Instagram. For today, I would like to do something that I think you guys would really benefit from. Not all of you, but this happens a lot in baseball, whether you're amateur, high school, college, professional, wherever it is in baseball, as well as any sport, you're going to hit a roadblock. You might hit a few throughout your career to where you could almost feel like you're coming to an end of your playing time and being able to pursue moving forward in the sport. What I want to do today is tell you my story about the times when I ran into roadblocks where I really felt like my career might come to an end way before it actually did, and what I did to get out of it, what helped me move myself forward in the game and eventually got me drafted, which was my dream to be drafted as a professional hitter. I did have talents on the mound too. I was a two-way guy in college, but again, I wanted to be a hitter, and I ended up making it work. I want to give you guys my story, so if you're having any doubt in yourself and you're having trouble getting back on track and focusing on what you should be doing to get yourself better, I hope this video helps you guys with my story. Again, thanks to Stinger Bats for all the cool equipment in the videos, the shirt, hats, batting gloves, as well as the bats. In the meantime, while I'm telling you my story and hopefully helping you guys out, I'm going to be playing a clip from the HitTrax system. Now, my last video did get a good amount of comments and feedback as far as people wanting to see more of the HitTrax simulator. So what I did is me and Eric, we did basically our T game, which if you go back in my videos, you'll see I have a video where I do the T game, and we basically did that off the simulator. So there's no more T's in the T game, which is unfortunate. But the actual HitTrax system tells you whether it's a ball or strike and gives you the result of the hit. So I have all this laid out for you guys so you could see the machine work. But we're just playing one simulated inning. We both kind of went off in our innings and put up some runs. So I'll be playing that while I tell the story. I hope you guys enjoy. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do hit the like button as well. And again, I'll be posting more videos. And before we do get started, I just want to let you guys know that I got a lot of feedback from people wondering what I do for workouts and want to see some part of that added into my channel, which I will be starting early this week. And I'm going to start uploading and having specific things I want to do throughout the week. So this week coming up, you guys are going to see a video about working out, and I'll be doing that weekly to help you guys with your off-season training. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Leave a comment below if you have any questions. All right, before I get started, guys, just to let you know, we are pitching to each other here, not from a full 60 feet, but we are mixing in fastball changeups, and we're just using the results off the simulator. You can see there's a fly out to left. As well, it keeps track of the count, so it actually senses if it's a ball or a strike. You can see this one pop up in the bottom corner, strike at the top of the zone there. So we're using that to help us with our simulated game. Now, going into my story, this is more directed towards, if you're a later teenager in travel ball, or you're in college, trying to get drafted, all that good stuff. So this is my story in relation to that, and because I did make moves in order for me to get drafted. I went to Stony Brook University for 3 years on a scholarship. Now, my first year, I was a position player only. But my sophomore year and my junior year there, I was a two-way guy. So I was a pitcher and a position player. So going into my sophomore year, when I made the switch to become a two-way guy, I wanted to help the team on the mound because I knew I threw hard. I had good off speed. I had a good breaking ball, and I figured I could really help the team. I didn't know, but it turned out I could throw low to mid-90s. So I knew I threw hard, but didn't know I threw that hard. And I had a very good slider. So my sophomore year, I was hitting cleanup for us, playing right field, and I was up for Stopper of the Year award in Division I college, which is a great award to win as a reliever. So the college had different plans for me, however, because they saw me excel on the mound, they wanted to switch me over to pitching primarily to become a starter. Now, it was one of those situations where they didn't really tell me what their plans were. They just kept sticking me in for starts, keeping me in for 130, 135 pitches. The one day I had a 136 pitch outing, had a 2-day rest, and came out and threw 85 more. So I was, in a sense, being abused as far as my arm goes, and it was unfortunate. I didn't want the year, to end that way because they ended up taking me out of the lineup as well, and I was doing really well at the plate. But as far as the instruction there at the college, they have very great, talented kids, but not the coaching staff to really push those people to their full potential. They didn't really have much to offer when it came to hitting instruction. And that was my goal. My goal was to be a position player. I loved hitting. I just wanted to do that. They saw the potential. They gave me a scholarship because they see me play, travel leagues when I was younger. So, but when I was there and I showed that I could pitch, it seemed that they forgot and they kind of gave up on my pursuit of being a position player and what they originally brought me there for. So go to my junior year, same deal. They were using me as a starter, but not training me as a starter. I ended up having tendonitis in my elbow. It was this big ordeal. At the end of the year, I had 60 at-bats. They blamed me for essentially faking my injuries because I was upset I wasn't playing the field. That is not me. I would never do that. It was just this crazy miscommunication between me and the coaching staff, and realistically, it was just a nightmare of a year, my sophomore year. Now, obviously, going into a senior year, I didn't get drafted as a sophomore. I hit 280, barely playing, didn't get much time on the mound because I was injured. It was just a frustrating time for me because I really wanted to and hoped to get drafted someday, and my chances were diminishing right in front of me. Going to my summer league, my junior year, I went back to the New England League, which is a great league. It's a great collegiate league. However, their plans for me were kind of matching what my college was. So because I wasn't playing a position in college as much, they felt I didn't need to play a position in the summer league. And for me, going into my senior year, I really wanted to give it one last try as a position player to see what I'm made of. And they weren't willing to give me the time. But they did help me get into another team in a league that's not even around anymore, the ECBL. And I ended up making the move. It's not a premier league. I'm not seeing as much talent there, but I was getting more playing time, which was more important to me because I can't develop if I'm not playing. So I ended up going there. I ended up leading the league in hitting, and I just went off. I came ready to play. I was doing well all summer, and it just turned out one day I was playing in front of some scouts and some agents or some advisors of a pitcher we're facing, and I ended up hitting 3 doubles off of him. And right away they turned their heads like, what's this kid's deal? What's going on with him? So after I played in front of them, they heard about my situation in Stony Brook, and right away they said, if you are serious about this game, you need to make a move somewhere. And I was hesitant. I just kind of had my ground settling underneath me at Stony Brook. At least I felt like that going into my senior year. So I was in a position where I really had nothing to lose. I didn't feel like I was going anywhere with Stony Brook, and I just wanted a way out. So I ended up emailing several colleges in Division II, and Mount Olive was the one that got back to me. Mount Olive has an extremely great hitting program, training program, and they saw the potential. Once I showed up, they never seen me play and they brought me in from my background story, knew I threw low to mid-90s, and gave me a shot in the field. And they told me right away that I am their highest drafted prospect out of my my class. And that just right there just set me off. That was the confidence I needed. They gave me the hitting advice I needed, which is a lot of the stuff I'm transferring to you guys on my channel. And essentially, they promised I would get drafted if I followed their hitting program. And sure enough, I got drafted 13th round after setting all these school records. I have the hit record there still, as well as the average record. And again, it was going from the absolute deepest bottom I could be in college baseball to the top, to the very top. So if I never made those moves, I would have never got drafted. And I could have ended my career a lot sooner than I wanted to. And I see a lot of kids these days that get into situations where they're not getting the playing time they need, and they know that they're more talented than the coaching staff feels they are. And that happens, guys. I've been through it. So, if you have people around you that are telling you that you have something special, you have a gift, which I was getting told that by teammates. I felt that way. I felt like I was just absolute raw talent that had no direction. I used that motivation from my friends and my teammates to help push me to a different location, and got me in front of, different set of coaches to prove myself. And and I'm telling you, that's what changed my whole life when it came to baseball. My biggest advice to you guys is, if you're struggling right now with playing time, find somewhere where you're going to get more. That's my biggest thing. If you have nowhere, then you have to keep playing hard. You have to keep working hard, because no one likes a sour teammate. No one likes it. So I'm not saying that you don't want to just check out halfway through a year. However, if you have opportunities to move somewhere, keep your eyes open. Don't feel like you have to stay there, because you don't. And when it all comes down to it, if you have 10 scouts at one game because you're on a premier team and you don't see an inning on the field, no one's going to know who you are. But if you have 2 scouts in another league that's not getting scouted as much, but you're playing every day and you happen to have a fantastic game like I did, that's all you need. So come in the park ready to play, working hard, continuing to work on your craft. Regardless of who's there watching you is important, because one day, I promise you, everyone who's on a baseball field, if you're playing now, you're going to get looked at by someone. So always be there, performing, working hard, doing all the things you can to help yourself and the team get better, and people will notice you. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I know it's a little longer than usual, but as far as my story goes, this was even a cut down version, but I feel like I needed that time to really tell my story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you have a situation that you want to fill me in, and go right ahead, message me on Instagram, leave a comment, whatever you need. If you guys haven't, hit the like button and subscribe. I'll have a lot more content coming up. Thanks for watching.